Behind the front lines of the Ukraine war, a new and covert phase of conflict is taking shape, one driven not just by soldiers or drones, but by intelligence. Since the summer, reports suggest that the United States has been quietly helping Ukraine plan long-range drone strikes deep inside Russian territory, targeting one of the Kremlin's most vital assets, its energy infrastructure. According to the Financial Times, American and Ukrainian officials describe a level of coordination that goes far beyond public statements. The U.S., it seems, has been providing Ukraine with precise intelligence to determine flight routes, timing, and altitude for its drones, data critical for slipping past Russia's dense air defenses and hitting key oil refineries. While Washington hasn't admitted this partnership, the information reportedly comes as part of a broader strategy to weaken Russia's economy and push President Vladimir Putin towards serious peace talks. But this collaboration takes place under an unexpected new chapter in U.S. politics. Since taking office in January, President Donald Trump has made resolving the Russia-Ukraine war a central foreign policy goal. His attempts at shuttle diplomacy, including a high-profile summit with Putin in Alaska, have yet to yield any concessions. Still, sources suggest that a phone call between Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in July marked a turning point. During that call, Trump reportedly voiced support for a campaign designed to make Russia, in his words, feel the pain. Soon after, Ukraine's drone attacks on Russian oil and gas facilities surged dramatically. By late summer, the strikes had begun to carve deep wounds in Russia's energy sector. Bloomberg estimates that roughly 1 in 3 Russian refineries has been hit since August. The damage is staggering. The Novokuybyshev refinery, Gazprom's Astrakhan gas processing plant, and Rosneft's massive Ryazan refinery, one of the top 5 in the country, were all forced to halt operations after Ukrainian drones found their mark. October brought more destruction. The Antipinsky refinery in Tyumen, Slavneft Yanos in Yaroslavl, Rosneft's Tuapse refinery on the Black Sea, and Kiev in the Leningrad region, where a fire forced the shutdown of nearly half the facility's processing capacity. The result? Russia's total refining output has plunged to under 5 million barrels per day, the lowest level in half a decade. Gasoline prices inside Russia have soared at their fastest pace in over 14 years. The Kremlin has been forced to slash fuel exports, scramble for imports from Belarus, and even buy supplies from China. In 57 Russian regions, drivers now face long lines in fuel rationing. For an economy already strained by sanctions and war, this is a serious blow. But the bigger question is what this means for the war itself. If the United States is truly providing real-time intelligence to guide Ukraine's strikes, this marks a profound escalation, one that risks direct confrontation between Washington and Moscow. Yet for Kyiv, it's a game changer. Targeting refineries instead of tanks hits Russia's wallet, not just its army, and pressures the Kremlin in ways no battlefield victory could. Still, the risks are immense. Every drone that hits an oil facility inches the conflict closer to an economic and geopolitical showdown with consequences far beyond Eastern Europe.